So Jen, this week we're up at Dealey Harley-Davidson Canada. They invited us up and they said, you've got to see all the neat, cool stuff that we've brought in to help extend people's rides. I thought this is so appropriate because last fall, late October, I was out on a tour to the Gaspé Peninsula and it was 3 degrees every day. But the things we're going to talk about here saved our bacon and actually made it a really enjoyable ride. So let's talk about extending the ride.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at extending the ride early in the season and extending it towards the end of the season. So there's certain things that would help with that. I'm looking at this, which is quite nice. I've never sampled it, but we've got the heated seat,
right,
which would be a nice feature to have for sure in the early cold temperatures and later on in the season as well. That's what you had, right?
We had heated seats.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
You've also pulled one of these. This is obviously something that you can add to your motorcycle, a heated grip.
Yes, I love heated grips. Now I'm spoiled. I think that's a great addition for sure.
It's amazing the difference it makes to your ride when your hands are warm. I can't believe it.
For sure, for sure. We're going to be talking about gear and everything like that, but yeah, for sure the hands, they're so important steering the motorcycle.
Right. And these?
Yeah, these, the soft covers there for our engine guards, right? So that'll help reduce the wind, and if it's raining, reduce that off our body, our lower body, for sure. Again,
so now your feet, your knees, your ankles, everything are kept, much warmer.
Yes.
You're deflecting the wind away from that. We were able to use those.
The windshield is another feature that can be adjusted for your motorcycle at the beginning of the season, end of the season.
Right.
So you can have add-ons like that.
Okay, so there are certainly a lot of options now in terms of heating you up pre-season, longer season. Let's talk about what to look for though when you're actually out there riding early on in the season. Folks drivers aren't used to seeing you, right?
Yeah, and with the warmer temperatures, people want to get out there sooner rather than later, but you got to consider the road conditions. So that's what we're talking about. Not only are drivers not prepared to see us, but you've got the gravel or sand that hasn't been cleaned out. If you don't see those street cleaners out there, chances are the roads are still, especially in the corners, and that's something to be very aware of.
Yeah, it's always a good idea if you can wait for a good hard rain to get that stuff off the road. And then in the fall, we've got leaves to watch for. It's amazing how slippery they can be when they're wet.
And what they're covering, because you don't know if they're covering a pothole that's there. So you have to be very aware of that as well.
And painted lines.
Not good traction when they're wet, and definitely not good traction when it's cold. So, be prepared, give yourself plenty of space. And as well, when you're going to stop, don't stop on those lines.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, you've invested in this motorcycle. Why not get the most out of it and extend your riding season as much as you can, and perhaps consider something like adding a heated seat, some grips, some lowers, and you're away to the races.
Yeah, enjoy the ride.
Awesome, great stuff.